There's a black Lincoln pickup sitting in a driveway right now that doesn't look like it belongs to this decade. And once you see what Lincoln packed underneath that armored, angular shell, you'll understand why insiders are calling it the boldest move the brand has made in 20 years. Because this isn't just a resurrection of a nameplate people forgot about. This is Lincoln telling the entire luxury truck segment that the rules have changed. If you're new here, welcome to The Car Analyst, the channel where we don't just tell you what a car looks like, we tell you why it matters. We go past the press release, past the marketing gloss, and into the details that actually shape how a vehicle feels to own, to drive, and to live with. And trust me, by the time we get through this one, you're going to want to see how the interior handles something most luxury trucks completely ignore. So stick around, because that reveal alone is going to change how you look at this segment. Let's start with the first thing that hits you, because before you even open a door, this truck makes a statement. The Mark LT nameplate is back, but it's wearing an entirely different face now. Gone is the soft, chrome-heavy luxury look Lincoln used to lean on. In its place is something almost predatory. A full-width illuminated light bar stretches across the front, fusing with the grille instead of sitting above it. So the entire nose of the truck glows as one continuous signature the moment you approach it. It's not decoration, it's identity. At night, in a parking lot full of pickups, this is the one people are going to walk toward first. The body panels are cut with sharp, faceted lines, almost like the truck was designed in a wind tunnel and then handed to a sculptor. Every crease serves a purpose, whether it's channeling air around the mirrors or reducing drag over the bed rails. And that hood scoop isn't just for show either, it's functional, feeding cooler air to a powertrain we're going to get into shortly. The stance is aggressive, sitting high on those aggressive off-road tires, but there's a discipline to the design that keeps it from feeling cartoonish. This is what happens when a luxury brand stops trying to make a truck look tough and instead makes it look inevitable. Around back, the theme continues with a taillight design that mirrors the front, connected light bars, deep red graphics, and a tailgate that carries the Lincoln script proudly instead of hiding it. Roof-mounted marker lights run across the top, giving it that unmistakable silhouette you'll recognize from 2 blocks away. This is a truck that photographs while standing still, but you have to ask yourself, what happens when you actually open the door and step inside? Because that's where most trucks in this class start to feel ordinary. This one doesn't. Step up into the cabin and the entire mood shifts. This isn't a work truck interior with some leather slapped on top. It feels like a private lounge that happens to have a steering wheel. The dashboard is dominated by an ultra-wide curved display that spans from the driver's side almost to the passenger door, blending the gauge cluster and infotainment screen into one seamless glass panel. It's the kind of setup that makes traditional dials feel like they belong in a museum. Quilted leather covers nearly every surface you touch, stitched in a diamond pattern that catches the light differently depending on the angle. An open-pore wood trim runs along the console, giving the cabin a warmth that pure black interiors often lack. But here's where it gets interesting. And this is the part I promised you earlier. Look at the second row. Instead of treating rear passengers as an afterthought, Lincoln gave them their own dedicated screens mounted directly into the backs of the front seats, along with a central rear touchscreen built into the console that lets passengers control climate, seating position, and ambient lighting without ever needing to ask the driver. There's a fold-down armrest with an integrated tray, individually chilled cup holders, and captain's chairs so plush they blur the line between truck and private jet. Most trucks in this category still treat the back seat like an obligation. This one treats it like the main event. Ambient lighting threads through the doors, the console, and the headliner, shifting in tone depending on the drive mode you select. Calm blues for cruising, warmer amber tones for a more aggressive setting. Combined with the panoramic glass roof letting natural light flood the cabin, it creates an atmosphere that feels less like a pickup and more like a rolling penthouse. And once you start living with a cabin like this, going back to a conventional truck interior is going to feel like a downgrade you can't unsee. Now, let's talk about what's actually running this thing, because the technology inside the Mark LT isn't just impressive, it's proactive. The AI-integrated infotainment system doesn't wait for you to ask questions. It learns your habits, predicts your routine, and adjusts settings before you even think to. Over-the-air updates mean this truck gets smarter every few months without you ever stepping foot in a dealership, adding new features, refining the driver assistance suite, and improving efficiency the same way your phone gets better with every software push. That alone changes the ownership experience in a way traditional truck buyers have never really had access to. Driver assistance technology here pushes into near autonomous territory on the highway, handling lane positioning, adaptive speed, and traffic navigation with a level of confidence that makes long hauls feel dramatically less exhausting. Cameras and sensors wrap the entire vehicle, giving you a 360-degree view that essentially eliminates blind spots, which matters enormously on a truck this size. And connectivity goes beyond entertainment, syncing with your smart home, your calendar, even preconditioning the cabin before you walk out your front door. This is a truck that's thinking several steps ahead of you at all times. And once you experience that kind of anticipation from a vehicle, you start to wonder how you ever tolerated anything less. Underneath all of that technology sits a powertrain built for genuine capability, not just numbers on a spec sheet. Lincoln is expected to offer a twin-turbocharged engine option paired with a hybrid system, delivering strong low-end torque for towing while still keeping efficiency in check for daily driving. There's also strong indication of a fully electrified variant down the line, which would make sense given where the rest of the industry is heading. Adapt air suspension smooths out rough terrain without sacrificing the planted, confident feel this truck needs at highway speed. And the four-wheel drive system is tuned to handle everything from muddy job sites to snow-covered mountain roads without drama. This isn't a truck that compromises comfort for capability. It manages to hold both at once, and that balance is harder to achieve than people realize. Safety here isn't treated as a checkbox either. Reinforced structural elements, adaptive braking that reads road conditions in real time, and a suite of collision avoidance systems work together quietly in the background, so you rarely notice them until the moment you actually need them. It's the kind of safety net that lets you relax behind the wheel instead of gripping it tighter. And practicality hasn't been sacrificed for luxury either. The bed remains genuinely useful, with integrated tie-downs, available power outlets, and a tailgate design built for real-world loading, not just showroom photos. Cargo space up front and cabin storage throughout the interior are generous enough for road trips, job sites, or family hauling without ever feeling like an afterthought. This is a truck that can genuinely do the work during the day and then pull up to a 5-star hotel valet that night without looking out of place. So who is this actually for? It's for someone who refuses to choose between capability and luxury. Someone who wants a truck that can tow a trailer on Saturday and host dinner conversation in the back seat on Sunday. It's for buyers who've been quietly waiting for an American luxury brand to stop playing catch-up and start setting the pace instead. And when you place this next to the traditional heavyweights in the segment, the difference isn't really about horsepower or bed length anymore. It's about how the vehicle makes you feel every single time you get in it. That emotional gap is where the Mark LT is aiming. And based on everything we've just walked through, it's positioned to hit that target with real precision. The 2027 Lincoln Mark LT isn't just another entry in the luxury truck conversation. It feels like a preview of where the entire segment is headed. Bold design, a genuinely intelligent cabin, and a technology stack that keeps evolving after you drive it home. This is what happens when a brand stops following trends and starts creating them. If this breakdown gave you a clearer picture of what's coming, drop a comment and tell me whether this truck earns a spot on your radar. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what we uncover next, and share this with someone who needs to see it. The future of trucks just got a lot more interesting.